Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. Freedom lies in being bold. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought, and the thought has found words. I had a lover's quarrel with the world. The best way out is always through. The only way to deal with grief is to go through it. A poem begins as a lump in the throat, a sense of wrong, a homesickness, a love sense. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. Something we were withholding made us weak, until we found it was ourselves. Good fences make good neighbors. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. The greatest thing in family life is to take a hint when a hint is intended, and not to take a hint when a hint isn't intended. The only thing that ever sat its way to success was a hen. Education is hanging around until you've caught on. Forgive me my nonsense, as no tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. No surprise in the writer, no surprise in the reader. The greatest thing in life is to die young, but delay it as long as possible. We love the things we love for what they are. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. My object in living is to unite my vocation and my vocation as my 2 eyes make one in sight. I am not a teacher, but an awakenee. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. The only way round is through. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. I'm not confused. I'm just well mixed. To be social is to be forgiving. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. By working faithfully 8 hours a day, you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. A civilized society is one which tolerates eccentricity to the point of doubtful sanity. I always entertain great hopes. If one by one we counted people out for the least sin, it wouldn't take us long to get so we had no one left to live with. For to be social is to be forgiving. I have never started a poem yet whose end I knew. Writing a poem is discovering. The world is full of willing people, some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. My sorrow, when she's here with me, thinks these dark days of autumn rain are beautiful as days can be. She loves the bare, the withered tree. She walks the sodden pasture lane. To be social is to be forgiving. A bank is a place where they lend you an umbrella in fair weather and ask for it back when it begins to rain.